golden age of ancient Greece, under a clear sky that stretched over flourishing city-states and imposing temples, men sought to decipher the very fabric of existence. Their guides on this journey were larger-than-life figures, the gods of Olympus, the mythological heroes whose deeds transcended human bounds, offering lessons in courage, wisdom, and strength of spirit. This landscape, rich in narratives and symbols, still serves today as a moral compass, pointing the way towards self-understanding and personal fulfillment. Through the teachings of Stoicism, a school of thought that has its roots in that fertile cultural soil, we can learn the value of emotional balance, acceptance of fate, and commitment to a life lived in harmony with nature and others. The stories of these legendary figures, like that of Hercules facing his labors, or Penelope weaving as she awaits the return of Ulysses, are not just myths to be told under the stars. They are vivid examples of how to face challenges with resilience, how to maintain fidelity to one's values even in the face of extreme adversity, and how to find in one's inner self the resources to overcome any obstacle. Stoicism, with its principles of controlling passions, awareness of the present, and acceptance of change as an intrinsic part of existence, presents itself as a key to interpreting these ancient sagas in a modern key. It offers a worldview that values self-discipline, personal responsibility, and empathic connection with others, teaching us that true greatness resides in the ability to remain centered and serene in the face of life's storms. In this scenario, the gods and heroes of Greek mythology are not simply entities to be admired from afar, but tangible examples of how we can shape our existence, opening ourselves to new beginnings and embracing each day as an opportunity to grow and renew ourselves. Their ancient wisdom still resonates today, offering us valuable teachings on how to live a full life, rich in meaning and purpose. In antiquity, forgiveness was considered a virtue of the gods, capable of overcoming wrath and offense for the greater good of humanity and the cosmic order. This concept finds new life in the practice of Stoicism, which sees forgiveness not just as an act of clemency, but a fundamental manifestation of inner strength and wisdom. Consider the myth of Demeter, the goddess of harvest and fertility, who forgave Hades for abducting her daughter, Persephone. This act was not just a mother's gesture, but a deep recognition that beyond pain and loss, life must continue to flourish. Forgiveness, therefore, becomes an act of renewal, a conscious choice to let go of the past to nourish a future of peace and harmony. Similarly, Stoicism teaches us that forgiving is freeing oneself from the chains of resentment that weigh down the soul and cloud judgment. It is an invitation to recognize our common humanity, accepting that everyone acts according to their nature and circumstances. In this sense, forgiveness is not a surrender, but an act of personal liberation that allows us to take the first steps towards serenity. Through forgiveness, we open ourselves to the possibility of better understanding ourselves and others, cultivating compassion, and building bridges where there were only walls. It is a principle that invites us to look beyond mistakes and failures, both ours and others, to recognize the possibility of growth and transformation that resides in every experience. Stoicism, therefore, offers us a vision of forgiveness as a tool for personal growth and renewal. In forgiving, we do not forget the past, but choose not to let it define us. Instead, we reclaim our power to shape the present and the future with intention and grace, marking the path towards a fuller and more satisfying life. In the weaving of Greek legends, self-compassion emerges as a golden thread, intertwining stories of heroes and goddesses who, despite immense challenges, found the strength to forgive themselves for their imperfections and failures. This valuable teaching is fully reflected in Stoicism, which considers self-compassion not as a sign of weakness, but as an essential component for the psychological and spiritual well-being of the individual. Imagine the figure of Hephaestus, the divine smith who, despite his lameness, created unmatched wonders. His story teaches us that our physical or emotional limitations do not define the value of our contribution to the world. Through self-compassion, we accept our imperfections as part of our being, without judgment, allowing us to move forward with determination and grace. Stoicism guides us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer a dear friend in distress. This practice of self-compassion invites us to be mindful of our thoughts and emotions, welcoming them with care instead of rejecting them. It is a process that allows us to recognize our sufferings, to share them with humanity, and to learn from them, rather than remaining trapped in them. Self-compassion, as taught by Stoicism, encourages us to see every failure not as a mark of infamy, but as an opportunity to grow and learn. It is the act of forgiving oneself for not achieving perfection, recognizing that each individual's path is unique and that every step, even if uncertain, is a step towards self-understanding. In conclusion, self-compassion is a light that illuminates the path towards inner wisdom and peace of the soul. It teaches us that despite the storms we may face in life, we always have the capacity to offer love and kindness to ourselves. This act of intrinsic goodness not only strengthens us on our journey, but also allows us to extend that same compassion to others, creating a virtuous circle of empathy and understanding that enriches the human experience. In Greek myths, moments of profound awareness manifest when heroes and goddesses, faced with crucial choices, pause to reflect, capturing the essence of the present. This ability to live with full awareness is at the heart of Stoic teachings, which promote an existence anchored in the here and now, freeing us from anxiety about the future and regret for the past. Consider Orpheus, who descended into the underworld to bring back his beloved Eurydice. His descent symbolizes an inner journey to the depths of the soul, where only full mental presence allows one to face the shadows without being overwhelmed. Similarly, Stoicism invites us to walk the path of life with a clear and focused gaze, welcoming each experience without prejudice, recognizing every moment as an opportunity to grow. This practice of mindfulness is revealed in simple but profound actions: breathing attentively, truly listening to those who speak to us, fully enjoying the food that nourishes body and soul. It is about rediscovering authentic contact with the essence of things, freeing the mind from the overload of thoughts that often distance us from immediate reality. Adopting an attitude of full awareness allows us to face challenges with greater balance and discernment, reducing stress and increasing our ability to respond to adversity with flexibility and inner strength. The power of the present, as explored by Stoicism, teaches us that, while we may not have control over every aspect of life, we always have the freedom to choose how to react, how to interpret events, and how to attribute meaning to our experiences. In summary, full awareness represents a bridge between the inner and outer world, a way to live more intensely and with greater peace. In embracing each moment with gratitude and openness, we discover that happiness is not a distant goal to be achieved, but a journey that unfolds beneath our feet, a hidden treasure in the fullness of the present moment. In the stories handed down from ancient Greece, there is a constant that pervades time, the idea of renewal and transformation. Just as the seasons follow cycles of death and rebirth, human life is also subject to continual beginnings and endings. Stoicism, drawing on these deep roots, offers us a powerful perspective on how to deal with the relentless flow of changes. By welcoming them as integral parts of our journey, opportunities to learn, grow, and reinvent ourselves. Every day presents us with the opportunity to open our eyes to the world, as if for the first time, to see in the face of every challenge an invitation to explore new possibilities. This does not mean ignoring the pain or difficulties we encounter, but recognizing them as moments that, despite their harshness, carry within them the seed of personal transformation. Stoic wisdom invites us to value the present, to live each moment with full awareness, because it is precisely in the here and now that we can exercise our freedom of choice, attitude, and action. No matter the weight of regrets or anxiety about what will be, what matters is our ability to remain anchored to our values, to act with integrity, and to maintain inner serenity despite external storms. In conclusion, Stoicism reminds us that every day is a new beginning, a blank canvas on which we can paint with the colors of our will, our wisdom, and our compassion. The invitation is to courageously embrace this gift, to write the story of our life every day with awareness and gratitude, recognizing that every moment is precious and irreplaceable. Just as the heroes and goddesses of the past teach us through their immortal stories, we too can be the architects of a meaningful existence, embracing with confidence the beauty of every new beginning. If these reflections on Stoicism and the timeless values of ancient Greek wisdom have awakened in you a desire for inner exploration and personal growth, I warmly invite you to join our community. Subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to not miss the next journeys of self-discovery through the lenses of time, stories, and philosophy. Share your thoughts, experiences, and reflections in the comments below. Together, we can build a place of exchange and inspiration. Remember, every day is a new beginning, and the path to wisdom is a journey we make better together. Join us on this adventure.